Thank you very much. All right. So, thank you very much for this opportunity, Victoria. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. So, for this morning, we'll be discussing an interesting topic. I'm sure many of us must have seen AI almost flying everywhere now, artificial intelligence. But for this session, we'll be discussing how AI is being used. And I have the topic AI for designers. And Adekunle, I'll be the presenter for today. Thanks to Victoria. All right, so I'll just be walking us through the content now. So we'll be discussing the introduction. What I mean by that is the advent, the definition of what we know as AI in the design space. Please, can you guys hear me clearly?
I can hear and see you clearly.
All right, thank you very much. So we said we'll be discussing introduction, defining what AI is in the design space. Also be looking at the rise of AI in design, how it came about. We'll be looking at AI-powered ideation and concept, AI-powered ideation and concept generation. Then we'll also be talking about ethical considerations with AI-assisted designs. Then the final one is the future of AI and human collaboration in design. So I'll be taking us through this outline one by one. Okay, so the first one is what is artificial intelligence in the design space? We said it is is transforming the design landscape, empowering designers to create more. Okay, empowering designers to create more intelligent and intuitive and personalized user experiences. So it is not enough to know how to design; it's about leveraging on the effect of AI to create more personalized user experiences. So we're saying AI has helped designers to be more efficient in their job. So if you are a designer now and you are struggling to know what define how an experience of a user should be on a product, with the help of AI now you can do this more efficiently. So it helps designers to be more effective, more efficient in their design task. All right. So the rise of AI in design, how does AI came into existence? So as we all know, AI has been here for a while now. Okay. AI has been here for a while now, so and we all understand that it is here to stay. If you agree with me that no matter what we do now, almost every one of us here uses ChatGPT. That's the least of it. So there are so many other AI platforms that can be used. But when it comes to AI in design, so we've seen some AI design templates that helps in our design tasks. So this is what we're looking at when it comes to the rise of AI in design. We said it increases efficiency. So we said AI tools streamline workflows, automating repetitive tasks, and freeing up designers for creative exploration. And the second thing is data-driven insights. So as a designer now, you don't have to be struggling on how to get data for your design. So personally, for me, I used to use a lot of this what's it called uh, dummy text before dummy text while I was designing. But with the advent of AI, now, I can just simply put in my prompt and have something for my text, have something for my design. That's the benefit of using AI. So it would be less effective for me now to say I'm using dummy text at this level. Do you understand? So that's one thing about AI. So you say it's data-driven design, so you don't have to be the one behind now saying you don't know what to put here, you don't know what to put here. With the help of AI, now you have an idea of what to put. Even when it comes to sourcing for images, sourcing for content, AI has really helped a lot. And that's why as designers, we should leverage on the advent of AI. Then the next thing here is enhanced creativity. AI assists in generating design concepts, exploring new possibilities, pushing the boundaries of creative expression. So in design, I used to say this, even though there are rules of designs, we know some rules to be maybe 8 pixel, 24 pixel, depending on the rule you are working with. With the help of AI now, we are not saying breaking rule is the norm now, but we understand that with the help of AI, we can explore the creative landscape because we can do a lot of things that looks like breaking rule before, but Now, when it comes out well, I hope you all know that breaking rules is one of the things that create most of the products we've seen now, because people are not staying still with what they currently have. So we are not saying breaking rules is bad, but you break rules to innovate something new. Do you get that? That's one of the reasons of using AI. It enhances our creativity. So it pushes your boundaries to know, okay, this is what has been done before, but with the help of AI now, we can do it very, very much better. Hello, can you guys see him?
Loud and clear.
All right, thank you. And we have some tools here that I mentioned, just a few of them. I have most of us would have heard of this before, Leonardo AI, this what's it called? For Adobe Firefly, other to free pick. Some of these platforms have, I guess most of the platforms, even Google these days, have the effect of AI. So you can easily search for something and it's going to tell you Gemini prompts. All of these things are because AI is almost taking the world. You get, and in a way, it's helping everybody. And in this case, I'm talking about designers now. I know how much time I spent on removing the background of an image before, but compared to now, there are a lot of platforms I can use. I know how much time I spend on getting images for a specific content. But with the help of AI now, I can easily put in the prompts and get a concept that I want. It might not be the exact thing, but use the user that I'm trying to design for an idea of what I'm trying to do. So it saves me the time of looking for images for about hours and so. Do you get? So that's one of the things you mentioned about enhanced creativity with the help of AI. And I mentioned some tools like Leonardo AI, Adobe Firefly. Now, so it's worthy to mention that some of these tools are not free. Some of them are free. Like if you want to really enjoy the effect of Leonardo AI, you need to pay a subscription fee. You get? We are not saying the free version is not useful. It is, but you need to, if you want to really explore it a lot, you need to pay a subscription fee. You get? Okay. So the next thing is AI powered ideation and concept generation. Now we talk about how we can use AI to increase our ideas, to increase our efficiency when it comes to design. And I mentioned some tools that can be used. I'm not really. I wanted to show us a practical session of how we can use some of these AI platforms to get almost what we want. So, Victoria, am I allowed to just create a practical session of maybe prompting and image generation with the help of AI? Can we do that?
Yes, please.
All right. Thank you very much. So I'm going to be opening Leonardo.ai. Yeah, or Adobe Firefly. Can you still see my screen? Hello?
Yes, we can. We can see your screen.
Okay, thank you. So I'm going to be generating an image. So I'm going to be asking the audience, anyone can just pick so you can see what we have here. We want to use a text to image. What this is saying that we can just put in the prompt using text and get an idea of the image. So let me start with you, Victoria. So you can just give me a prompt of an image you want us to generate from. Just anything.
Um, okay. Generate an image of a chair.
Let me get image of a chair.
An Italian chef. Chef. Chef.
Chef.
Yes.
Image. Is that all?
Uh, yes. Any other things? Should I add any other thing?
I already searched, so we can just. I'm just giving us an example of how we can use it. So can you see why is giving us the image of a man and a woman is because we didn't specify. So that's one thing about AI generation. You need to specify exactly what you want, so that this way it can help you streamline your choices. So if I'm to tell the AI now, I need the image of a young female Italian chef. The images we are going to say are a female images, which are chefs. So we need whatever we want is just going in line with the right prompt of text. Do you understand? So, Victoria, do you want to try again?
Okay.
Okay, can you hear
Okay,
me?
yeah, someone wants to try. Please go ahead, Wendy.
All right, thank you, Wendy.
Okay. An image of a family standing at the edge of the world.
Image of a family
Standing at the edge of the world.
standing at. Is this correct?
Yes.
All right. Can you see? So it might not give us. Wendy, I hope this gives you the idea of what you searched for.
Yes, it did.
Okay, because that is the idea of AI. You might even tell it, I want an image of a family of five, a family of six. We just need to be specific on exactly what you want. That's how AI is beneficiary to your design. So I might even tell it I want the image of a family on a mountain top, family of five, a black family on a mountain top. So be specific. That's one thing about AI. Any other person want to try before we go on to the next one? Hello? Or should I call people?
Okay, I want to make a request.
All right.
The fisherman fishing on the boat.
You said
The Atlantic Ocean. The fisherman fishing on the boat in the Atlantic Ocean.
Jamal.
A fisherman
Pushing
on the boat
fisherman. Okay.
in the Atlantic
On the
Ocean.
boat. Sir?
Fishing on the boat in the Atlantic Ocean.
Okay, in the Atlantic Ocean. Is this correct?
Yes.
Yeah, I entered fisher, not fisherman. Sorry, let me do. Okay, even though with that, they still give me the idea of what I'm looking for. Do you get? So the idea of using AI is very, very, very good because it saves me the time of looking for free pics, going to the seaside, or the ocean side to look for a fisherman, endangering my life because I just want to get the concept of a fisherman on a boat inside an ocean. It saves me a lot of time. And there are modifications to this. I can select the type of size I want. So if you look to this side now, I have the square size. I can decide to edit it. Maybe I want a landscape, a portrait, depending on what I want, depending on the idea of concept I want. Do you understand that? So, and this is just like one of the images. There's another one. There's Leonardo AI. There's Perplexity. There's a lot of them. And for this one that I'm talking about now, it's just the image generation part. There's the one that generates content for you. There's the one that generates even UI designs for you. UI template design. But like I mentioned, almost all of these things are paid for. But there are free versions of them. But if you really want to explore them, you need to just pay like a token subscription to enjoy these features of AI. So it's either we get into it now or we get into it late. Yeah, so we need to understand how to use all of these tools because it makes more our work very, very, very easy. Do you get? All right. So let me go on with my okay. All right. I hope you guys understood this practical session. Hello.
Yes, I did.
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, so the next thing is what are the ethical considerations whenever it comes to AI assisted design? Like we all know, there is nothing that comes with an advantage that doesn't have some level of disadvantage. But in the case of AI, I would say the advantages far outweighs disadvantages. Do we get? So I'm just going to be walking us through some of the disadvantage, not necessarily disadvantage, but some things to consider whenever we are trying to use AI assisted design because like it or not, almost every one of us will eventually go into AI assisted design because you don't want to be designing for hours and be struggling because if you have to design like about maybe 50 screens now, but with the help of AI, you can do it in maybe a day compared to when you can do it in maybe 2 weeks. Yeah, so it saves that time. So if I'm an employer and I need to employ a designer now, so I need to check, okay, how many minutes will it take you to design this? How many days will it take you to design it? So as a business person, I need to understand time is very, very efficient, and I need to master how to use it because it enhances productivity and and I hope you know the designer is like the foremost part of the product because if the design is not ready, the development cannot go ahead. You get, but as we go into the design, there are some things using AI, there are some things that needs to be corrected and how to use them so that um we don't go overboard whenever we are using AI in our designs. So one of the things, the first one is data privacy. So designers must ensure that data is collected and used ethically, respecting privacy and security. And this is one of the most important part of using AI assisted design. So if you look at the platform I shared earlier, there are there is a spot where we can upload image and use it to generate the AI version of an image. You upload the image, then you get the AI version of that same image. Yeah, so this, if you use this now, most people will not know that person is this because obviously it might look like it, but the person you use is our image. Is he aware that you are using his image? That's one of the, and that's why we always recommend that whenever we are trying to use an image, we should always use free images. And it goes the same that with AI. So just because it is AI doesn't mean you should just use any other person's image without their consent. Even though AI gives you data free images, like you can, because AI works based on what has been imputed on it. So it gives you a lot of suggestions that people, based on what people have prompted or have imputed in that platform. That doesn't mean you should use another person's image without their consent. So the privacy is very, very important when it comes to AI assisted design. And another thing is AI algorithm bias mitigation. AI algorithms should be trained on diverse data sets to prevent bias from influencing design decisions. So what this is saying is the use of AI. Give me a minute. So the use of AI itself is just. Send this one. Okay.
All right, please, we have to hold on a bit for Adekunle to join back. He's having issues with his network, and so he's trying to join back. We'll just hold on a bit, like 10 more minutes before we end KD for today. So for those persons that actually missed their KD sessions, I have reposted a rescheduling on KD platform. Please kindly acknowledge your availability, all right? And for people that were supposed to present, but you're not on Beacom Dev Center, so you can just reach out to me to let me know. The calendar, so to say, you wouldn't be able to see it, but I'll find out if I can maybe post it on your tech network for you. Okay. So with that being said, I hope we are also learning. I think the essence of KD is just to make sure that everyone is kept abreast with everything happening currently. Just like Mr. Bade will always say, that AI has come to stay. So the only way your efficiency can be measured, all right, or your productivity is your ability to incorporate AI into what you do. So your ability to incorporate AI into what you do. For those of us that are still feeling like it's taking over people's jobs, it has come to stay. There are so many of them. Thank God for Mr. Samuel's presentation the other day. He actually opened the eyes to so many AI tools that will not just vanish in a day. And more are still coming. So we have to start looking for the ones that are very valuable in our different niches, so we can start incorporating it into what we do. If we are coding, I think there was one he showed where it can actually generate you can write a prompt to generate an entire code for you. The only thing that matters now is that try to make sure that if AI is taken away, maybe you're going for, I was writing a professional exam at one time, and I discovered that since AI is actually engineered, and I think I'll make a presentation on that. Since AI is actually developed by man, they have a way of checking if you're making use of it. So try to make sure that you have the fact that you're using AI hasn't really changed your knowledge of that particular aspect of tech. So you should still have something to show if you should still have something to be able to show if AI is taken from you entirely. And the good example I'm giving now is maybe you're going for professional exams. They would always ensure that you are not using AI to answer the questions. So I think one person has also made a presentation on that we should try to make sure that we are not overly dependent on this. So even if you are using it for productivity, for scale up, for efficiency, try to make sure you're also learning. All right, so you can actually write what it is telling you, write out, you can develop a prompt entirely without its help. So you try to make sure that you're actively learning as well. And I think those persons that attended ICT Career Talk this Saturday, it was really interesting because speakers were just presenting out of personal experience. And then one of them actually said that in a community where he is, like his community, he was our external speaker, he made mention of now companies are looking for prompt engineers, your ability to develop prompts that will give you specific results. And I think that's something Adekunle has mentioned when he asked us to say what we want, like make a prompt so that AI will give you back a response. He spoke about being specific. So not just your skill will be tested with how you can make AI give you the actual result you want. You're not just testing and you're not just doing experiments and testing. You know how to rightly configure a prompt to give you the exact. So people's productivity, people's efficiency will be tested with the ability to generate prompts that can give actual results. I feel that sorry, just using this to buy time while we wait for him a bit before we end. So I think that we should all come to that knowledge that this AI cannot be taken away, and it's actually not taking our jobs, but you can see how to remain afloat while AI is everywhere. Okay, yes, Adekunle, please, you're welcome. We're waiting for you. So
All
I
right.
think you have just 5 minutes left. Can you use 5 minutes?
Uh, I hope I can.
Okay.
Okay, let me share my screen. It's saying host is disabled to share screen.
Yeah, I'm fixing that now. Okay, done. Which one? Done.
Morning, sir. Morning. 8:30.
Okay, so maybe we'll just have to reschedule Adekunle. Adekunle, if you can hear us, let's just give you maybe some other time to finish up what you started. All right. Because it's 4 minutes left. Or okay, Hamza, there's a question. Are you trying to call Ibrahim? Or you want to ask a question?
I was trying to send him. I was trying to tell him to help me inform our team leader of something. But I do have a question.
Okay.
I do have a question, but this guy is not here to answer the question now.
All right. Okay. So for everybody that is on the same team with Hamza, please help him pass this message to Mr. Adenka. All right. You should maybe, I think something like this, you should be able to reach out to maybe one of your colleagues. Well, however, it's fine.
When are we hosting this meeting again for Adekunle?
All right. It's fine. No problem. Okay. Thank you, everyone.
When
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone, for joining today. Please, do we have questions? Do we
yes,
have
I do.
questions? Okay, please go ahead.
I do too.
Oh, all right. We have just 3 minutes.
Yeah, I was saying.
Yeah, please.